There are a lot of other carers and people with disabilities here, so I'm sure their stories will be interesting.
OK, well, let's hear another one right now. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, my name's Robert Punton. I'm here from Birmingham. I'm here as a member of Disabled People Against Cuts. The disabled community of this in society across Britain is one of the most economically vulnerable and marginalised communities in the country. We have been systematically attacked financially. We have had our welfare benefits slashed for absolutely no reason. We have been forced into making work assessment by an organisation that have no knowledge or experience of disability. Does the government, if it wants to work with on behalf of disabled people, not work with organisations of disabled people who know the problems of disability, rather than working for organisations like ATOS, who are actually no experience or have no knowledge of disability and are only there.
Would you agree? Robert, let me. All our MPs have heard what you've said, Robert. But would you, Claire Perry, for example, accept that the perception of your government is that you don't care about people like Robert? Would you accept
that's
the perception?
Then we have to work jolly hard to change it. Let me just give you a fact. There are 5 million people in this country on out-of-work benefits. Several million of those are classified as disabled. Some of that group, like Robert, are disabled, have a huge amount of knowledge, probably would like to work in some capacity if you could, I don't know. Many of those people have short-term medical conditions which essentially mean that if they get support, they can get into work. Now, the question is, do we want to spend more money on those people who absolutely need the care and support? I have for example, Help for Heroes is a very big issue in my constituency. I'm so proud of what we are all doing to help our injured service personnel. And in order to do that, though, we have to make sure that the money is targeted to people who absolutely need it and to their carers. Right now we have a situation where it's not. So what do? The last government started to do this. They started to put people through these work assessments to say, and I think it's a very difficult thing to go through for everybody, but ultimately if we end up with a system where more money is getting targeted on those who need it and money is not being spent on people who have had a temporary condition that's finished or, frankly, in some cases were lead swinging.
The problem is, though, that ATOS is saying that some people are able to work and they're clearly not.
Well, then that's why we have an appeal process, that's why we have a tribunal process.
But how much stress does that put on an individual?
What do we do? Do we sit with 5 million people on out-of-work benefits whilst 2 million jobs were created, many of whom went to people from outside this country, or do we just try and deal with the problem in the most sensible and compassionate way possible? Look, I think that's what we have to do, and all governments will say that this is the right thing to do, but we have to make sure the money is going to those who need it.